They say the biggest dramas don't happen on screen, they happen in real life. And right now, the Chinese entertainment industry has been shaken to its very core.
Xinyu.
By Liu, Dylan Wang. Three names that once made fans swoon, smile, and celebrate love stories on screen are now caught in a whirlwind that feels bigger, darker, and far more dangerous than any drama they've ever acted in. But tonight, the silence has been broken. Shan Yu's own agent, the very person who has protected her career from the shadows, who has walked with her through every contract and every scandal, has finally spoken. And the words they chose have left the entire fandom stunned. They weren't just a statement. They weren't just a denial. They were something else entirely. A whisper, a warning, a puzzle waiting to be solved. Because, let's be real, when a scandal like this erupts, everyone expects a clear-cut story. Fans demand truth, media demands answers, and rivals smell blood in the water. But what if the truth itself is too explosive to reveal? What if behind every word the agent chose, there's a deeper meaning, a hidden story that would unravel everything we thought we knew about these stars? From Beijing to Los Angeles, from Seoul to Paris, from Tokyo to Toronto, the fandom is on fire. Social media is flooded with speculation. Hashtags are trending. Fan edits are circulating with millions of views. Some believe Dylan Wang betrayed Xinyu. Others believe Bai Lu is being painted unfairly as the villain. And then there are those who whisper that Xinyu knew more than she ever let on. But here's the twist. The agent's words don't confirm. They don't deny. They hover in the air like smoke, leaving everyone gasping, reaching, desperate for clarity. And you have to ask yourself, why now? Why did Xinyu's camp wait so long to speak, only to release a statement that raises more questions than it answers? Timing is everything in this industry. Every press release, every post, every silence is a move in a game much bigger than just love and heartbreak. Could it be that Xinyu's team was waiting for something? Or, worse, covering for someone? Fans aren't blind. They've been digging through old interviews, watching behind-the-scenes clips, analyzing subtle body language like detectives. A smile held too long, a glance avoided, a sentence cut short. Everything that once seemed innocent now feels like evidence. Some even point to Dylan and Xinyu's undeniable chemistry back in Meteor Garden, arguing it was never just acting. Others remind everyone of Bai Lu's quiet but undeniable presence in Dylan's life, hinting that maybe, just maybe, the scandal we're watching now is only the surface of something much deeper. But let's not forget, this isn't happening in a vacuum. Both Dylan Wang and Xinyu are at critical points in their careers. Dylan is preparing for Guardians of the Dauphin, one of the most hyped fantasy dramas of 2025. Xinyu is starring in her most ambitious project yet, a drama that critics are already predicting could redefine her career. And Bai Lu? She's balancing multiple projects while keeping her place as one of the most in-demand actresses of her generation. With so much at stake, this scandal doesn't just risk their reputations, it risks millions in production investments, endorsements, and international deals. And that's why Xinyu's agent's statement hits harder than anything. Because whether fans realize it or not, the agent wasn't just speaking to the audience. They were speaking to producers, brands, directors, and investors. Every word chosen was a lifeline to those who are nervous, those who are doubting whether Xinyu can weather the storm. And yet, hidden within those lines was something more, a plea for patience, a call to wait with us. But wait for what? This is where the fandom begins to split. Some say Xinyu's team knows the truth will clear her name and are simply buying time. Others believe the delay means damage control, that something bigger is coming, something they're desperately trying to prepare for. And the most cynical voices? They believe the statement is nothing but smoke and mirrors, a distraction designed to pull attention away from a truth too dangerous to face. But while her management speaks in riddles, Dylan Wang and Bai Lu remain silent. Not a word, not a post, nothing. And that silence is deafening. Because in the world of C-drama, silence is never just silence. It's strategy. It's a weapon. It's sometimes even an admission. The longer they wait, the bigger the speculation grows, and the more brutal the backlash will be when the truth finally comes to light. And here's where the fans become the real storytellers. Because they're not waiting. They're piecing together their own versions of events, fueled by emotion, loyalty, and frustration. In one corner, fans defend Dylan and Shinyu, convinced their connection is real and unshakable. In another, supporters rally around Bailu, insisting she's the real victim of a cruel media circus. And in between, countless voices spin theory after theory, each one more dramatic than the last. Was Dylan forced into silence by his management? Did Shinyu and Bailu know more about each other than fans ever suspected? Could this entire scandal be the result of someone inside the industry pulling strings? And that's the part no one is talking about enough. Scandals don't just happen. Sometimes they're timed. Sometimes they're planted. And the timing here is too perfect, too calculated. Just as Guardians of the Dafeng prepares to launch, just as Shinyu's drama begins its crucial promotions, this scandal erupts. Coincidence? Or sabotage? Look closer, and you'll see the fingerprints. Anonymous posts. Cryptic leaks. Conveniently timed photos. Could it be that someone in the industry is using this triangle not just to stir gossip, but to sink careers? In an industry as competitive as C-drama, rivals don't just compete, they eliminate. And sometimes, the easiest way to eliminate a star isn't through bad acting or poor ratings, it's through scandal. But here's what makes this even more dangerous. Fans are no longer just fans. They're investigators. They're amplifiers. One rumor can turn into a trending hashtag in less than an hour. One fan theory can go viral and reshape how millions view a situation. And once that narrative takes hold, not even the most carefully worded statement can undo it. That's why Shinyu's agents' words matter so much. They're not just fighting for truth. They're fighting against time itself. And still, the questions linger. What exactly is Shinyu's camp asking us to wait for? A confession? A denial? Proof that clears her name? Or is it something bigger? Something they know will explode the moment it's revealed? Because make no mistake, this isn't just about Shinyu, Dylan Wong, or Bailu anymore. It's about trust. It's about the future of C-drama's biggest stars. It's about whether fans will believe in their idols or turn on them when the truth finally emerges. And as the silence stretches on, the tension only grows. So now, the question becomes, who will break first? Will Dylan step forward and risk it all to protect his image? Will Bailu finally speak and tell her side of the story, even if it means igniting a war between fandoms? Or will Shinyu herself step into the light, risking her career but taking control of the narrative once and for all? One thing is certain. The next move won't just be another statement. It will be the moment that defines their careers forever. And when it happens, the entire industry will be watching. But what if we've been asking the wrong questions all along? What if the story we think we're following isn't the real story at all? What if someone else entirely is holding the key to this scandal, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal everything? That's the twist no one is ready for. And it's why you cannot look away. Because this isn't the ending. This is just the beginning of the biggest drama of the year, a drama that's unfolding in real life, with no script, no director, and no guarantees. So, I leave you with this. Do you believe Shinyu's agent is protecting her, or protecting us from something bigger? Do you believe Dylan and Bailu's silence is strategy, or confession? Or do you think we're all being played in the biggest misdirection the C-drama industry has ever seen? The answers are coming. The question is, will you be ready when they do? If you want to be the first to know, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because the story of Shinyu, Dylan Wong, and Bailu, it's no longer just gossip. It's history in the making. And trust me, the next chapter will shock us all.